Hello, everyone. I'm super excited and happy to be with you today. And I'm proud and honored to talk in front of so many forward-thinking leaders. My name is David Lotfi. I am a telecom engineer, and I am the CEO and founder of Evina. Some of you in the room already know me. You know that for years I have been on a mission, and I am repeating a message. And you're here today also because you think this message is important. Thank you very much for being with us today. For the past 15 years, I have been working with mobile operators. And during these 15 years, I discovered two secrets that I would like to share with you today. Because I believe no telco, no CEO can take the right strategic decision in 2022 without knowing them. When I discovered them, my whole view of the future changed, and I believe that these two secrets will make you rethink what the future holds for mobile operators. I discovered the first secret by not listening to my parents. I was born in Paris from an Iranian father and a Portuguese mother. We were not having a lot of money. My parents were immigrants. And like a lot of parents, they wanted for me something stable, something secure. I was not bad with computers. And their first choice for me was that I work in a bank among many other computer scientists. This was the job they could understand. And I had a nice offer with a French bank to work for them. But the thought of that didn't thrill me at all. Nothing was more boring to me. What truly excited me, we were in 2006. What truly excited me were those little things, the mobile phones. I couldn't stop thinking about what was possible to do with this enormous processing power we could hold in our hand. At the time, and still today, the mobile phones were pushing the boundaries of what was possible. So I had a strong argument with my parents because I wanted to work for a small company providing services for mobile phones. At the time, I didn't knew that this heartfelt choice would lead me to the heart of another revolution, the revolution of payment. In 2006, I joined a company that was doing carrier billing with QR code. What it is? The idea was wonderful. You are in the subway, for example, and you're seeing an advertisement for your favorite music band. You just scan the QR code on the advertisement, and you can buy a ticket for the concert online. Wonderful idea. Huge disaster. Today, it's something that you might already done. But in 2006, it was super hard to install on your mobile phone, on your Nokia N90. It was super hard to install a QR code reader. So it was a huge disaster, commercial disaster, and it was pretty hard for the company. And my parents were looking at me in a very difficult way. But as a lot of small companies, we did a pivot. We started to work with mobile operators, and we developed for them content portal. And we started to sell entertainment products with carrier billing, with the ability to pay on your phone bill, with the ability to pay on your airtime. I was having so much fun playing with all these different devices, testing their limits, testing what it was possible to sell, what it was possible to develop, that I didn't realize at the time, 2006, that we were dealing with something crucial, absolutely crucial. We were among the first, 10 years before everyone else, to implement a mobile payment method. And when we were the first in France and in Europe to implement, among the first, to implement a header enrichment, a solution that enables payment to be fast, simple, and easy, we were stunned by the success. There was no more friction between desire and purchase. There was no need for digital literacy to acquire and to be part of the numeric world. It was a stunning success. And it was a stunning success because there was no need to install anything to pay. There was no need to create a new account. And there was no need to remember a password that you always forget. It was just a quick, easy, and efficient payment method. And guess what? In the payment industry, the most sought after payment methods are those with the most immediate, transparent customer journey. In mobile payment operated by telco, the conversion rates are 10 times higher than in the rest of the solution, than with the rest of the solutions, and especially with credit cards. This is why American tech giants, international fintechs, are trying so hard to copy the unique assets that the telco have, which are the access to the client's identity, the access to a bank account, the access to the cell phone, and the access to a territorial network. And why are they working so hard to copy the telcos? Because the mobile payment business, the mobile payment market, is the hottest market in the world today. The hottest, with a size of $12,000 billion in 2026. $12,000 billion with market performances that are 4 times higher than the rest of the banking world. And if it was not enough, this market, and this is why you are seeing such progress, this market is opening up again for the first time in 2 generations. Why? Because credit cards are being ditched for mobile phones. This is the reason why. So mobile payment is not just one opportunity for telcos. It is the biggest opportunity for telco, by far, because it's the most powerful leverage of telco's unique assets, because it's the biggest source of potential growth, and because this is a revolution that is happening right now. So this is my first secret. Telcos have definitely what it needs to become fintech giants and payment giants. The second secret was a painful discovery. I had to fight it hand to hand to figure it out. Okay, mobile payment operated by telcos is a treasure, a very big and precious treasure. Okay. For thousands of years, treasures have attracted pirates. The first time I stumbled upon them was in a rather sickening context. In 2014, in France, we were in a huge unemployment crisis. It had a lot of political repercussions. We all had relatives who were suffering from the issue. We discovered something appalling. In the official job board of the French government were reported scam with carrier billing. In the official job board of the government, some cyber criminals managed to install and to publish fake job offers. In these fake job offers, to apply to the job, there was a link, a malicious link designed, tailored by the cyber criminals. And when the victim was clicking on this link, his click was diverted. His click was hijacked to subscribe the victim without his consent, without him seeing anything, to a video content portal. Unemployed people on the official job board of the government. It was the first time that I encountered what today we know very well as clickjacking. The pirates were getting paid as if they were doing advertising for the service provider, and paid because they were providing huge advertising performances to the service provider. But everyone was robbed. The victim, who got its airtime stolen or his money stolen, the service who was paid for a fake user, and the operator who has carried out a fraudulent transaction. And it was just the beginning of an explosion of fraud. We were not facing individuals in their garage trying to make a quick buck. No. We were facing powerful cybercriminal organizations able to invest millions in order to develop highly sophisticated malware that could be present in the biggest and the most important application store in the planet, that could infect millions of end users and generate hundreds of millions of fraudulent subscriptions. It was a mess. The complaint rates exploded. So telcos were caught off guard. They tried to reinforce the compliance rules. But putting a bigger price on the page do not prevent a virus from doing a subscription. They tried to implement one-time password. But the virus are able to read confirmation SMS or USSD message. They decided to cut off services that send them fraudulent traffic. But quickly, the cyber criminals were infected the advertising policy and the advertising system of other content providers and service providers. The cyber criminals were so efficient that at some point, some operators simply gave up and decided that this opportunity, the fintech opportunity for the telcos, was not for them. This is at this moment that I realized that if I didn't do anything, this big opportunity would disappear. And that it would be American tech giants, international fintechs, those who create closed ecosystem, those who are able to invest in cybersecurity, those who create monopoly, who would define the future of mobile payment. And it was not okay for me. So I tried different existing solutions. I turned to the expert of the cybersecurity in classic payment, in credit card payment. But mobile payment operated by telcos is very specific. And it was not blocking the fraud and generating too much false positives. We were in a very hard position in 2016, 2017. The market was very depressed. It was super hard. And this is at this moment that I decided to create Evina. I put all my energy, all my determination, all my knowledge into Evina. With a team of trusted engineers I have been working with for years, we infiltrated some dark web forums. we managed to retrieve those malware, to reverse engineer them, and to develop the AI models, finally able to block them. Quickly, several mobile operators decided to work with us, and we managed to decrease the fraud attempt drastically. And we did that. When we did that, the operators were able to rebuild their business, were able to recreate a nice customer experience. We were able to multiply by 4 the revenue of some operators just by allowing them to do business the right way, while still keeping the complaint rates super low. Because security is the most basic human fundamental need. And when you do payment, the most basic thing, and when you handle other people's money, the most basic thing is to not get it stolen. Cybersecurity in payment is not about mitigating risk. It's not about limiting annoyances. Cybersecurity in payment is the crucial battleground to create the right product, because you want to have more and more users. You want to have a very smooth customer journey, very efficient, very fluid. But you can only do that if the power of your solution is not turned against you by fraudsters. You can only do that way. And we are in a situation now where the cyber criminals are attacking everywhere, and especially Africa en masse. Why Africa? Because with mobile money, the African payment market is today one of the hottest in the world. And when we started to work with operators on mobile money and to protect their mobile money, we discovered things even more stunning. When you are a victim of mobile money, mobile money fraud, in 20% of the case, you will not use the service anymore. In 70% of the cases, you will diminish drastically your usage of the solution. But guess what? When someone is victim of mobile money fraud, in average, he has 10 relatives who will also decrease their usage of the solution. And these 10 relatives has, in average, 10 relatives who will also diminish their usage of the solution. So when we know how much mobile money is important for the future of Africa, we can see what is at stake. That's why in Evina we're investing so much in technology. We are today the biggest investor for the security of mobile Fintech for operators, with a current investment of 20 million euros. That's why at Evina we assembled the best team of malware analysts in the world. And that's why today we have already so many big players who are trusting us for their fintech venture. So these were my 2 secrets. Telcos are better positioned than anyone to become payment giants. And cybersecurity is the crucial battleground for your fintech venture. But I would like to leave you with just a last thought. For years, it has been said, telcos are just pipes destined to sell internet at ever lower price. And we know it's not true, because when you own the fundamental infrastructure of the world, you have a lot of value to provide. For years, and it's cycled with my very first experience, for years, we have thought that the most valuable thing that was running through these pipes were content. We were wrong. The most valuable thing that is running through this pipe is money. Today, mobile operators are super well positioned to become the next fintech giants. All the studies are showing that. And it could mean that we could shift to a world where the future of payment and the future of what you can do with money is defined in a small region of the world to a situation where the payment is managed and controlled locally. And it's better for wealth distribution, and it's better for resilience. And it's the sense of the history. But history is made of missed opportunities. If you want to tackle the fintech opportunity the right way, you have to start by setting up the right cybersecurity for your fintech. If you want to discuss this, we are more than happy to talk with you. We are in the booth number C9, if I'm not wrong. Thank you very much. Have a good day.